Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Alexa, your favorite internet house mom. I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who has checked out all of the videos and links that I have in my link tree, and a special thank you to everyone who has supported me by purchasing my book. It is called The Ultimate Stripper Manual, and it is available in the link down below if you're interested in checking that out. I give a lot of tips, tricks, and all kinds of information to help you on your stripper journey, whether you're just starting out or whether you're a little bit more experienced, but just not where you want to be financially in the club. Maybe you're still nervous, lacking confidence, needing some sales tips. That book is available for you. So let me get into today's topic. I want to talk about auditions, how to land a job as a stripper. I had kind of touched on this in an earlier video. It's called New to Stripping, Start Here. But I really want to get in depth about auditions, what you should bring. My hair is forever in my face. I want to talk about, what you should say, how you come across to people who are hiring you to get a job stripping. So at first I want to start off with what you should do before you get there. There's some things you're going to do to prep and plan, and so you can be ready to get on stage. So first of all, you're going to decide which club you want to go to. There may be only a few options in your area, or there may be several. And without knowing your specific area and your specific club, I can't really give advice on those things, but I can tell you that the best thing to do is to call the club before you go in, find out what time you should go, what day you should go. That's very important because some girls are going in on Mondays when they really should be auditioning on Thursdays. But it's very dependent on that specific club, depending on what manager is there, who's hiring, how many girls they might have at the moment. So some clubs are not hiring, and walking in there all done up is going to be a waste of time. So you won't know unless you call and find out first. Now, some clubs will tell you, hey, we're already full. In that case, maybe move on to the next club. And in that case, if they say, hey, yes, we need girls, come on in Thursdays at 6. Okay, so you get ready, you do your makeup. You're going to fully do your makeup. You're going to do a whole beat. All right. If you don't wear makeup, I don't know what to tell you. A lot of girls feel like they can just walk in off the street as they are, but you are selling a fantasy. Your fantasy is that you're going to be a beautiful stripper. The whatever persona, whatever archetype that you have chosen as your stripper personality, that's what you're going to amplify. You're going to come in with outfits. You're going to come in with at least 2 to 3 outfits. Now, this is going to depend, the type of outfit is going to depend on the type of club that it is. If it's a gentleman's club, I would stick with wearing a dress or, a gown of some sort, something that covers your butt. It also depends on the rules of the club. Some will not let you be bottomless. Some want you to have a full butt cover on. Some just want you to keep a bikini on the whole time. Some don't want you to wear a dress. So you're going to have to, figure out what the girls in your club that you want to work at are wearing. And, there are variations, but I would say bring at least 2 to 3 outfits of whatever you figure out is acceptable stripper clothing at that club. This is going to vary wildly, so it's hard to say. You're also going to bring some shoes. Shoes are important because you don't want to be wearing regular heels. Please invest in some stripper heels. I'm talking about the kind with the plastic platforms. Here, I have an example, actually. These are the shoes that I wear, okay? They have a plastic heel, they have a platform. These are not very tall heels at all. Maybe start off in these. Maybe if they have a strap, that would feel more comfortable for you. A lot of girls start off with boots, maybe open toe or closed toe, but these are the shoes that I like to wear because I'm old and I can slide them off to do lap dances very easily. Sorry about that. It's the car outside. It's very loud. So those are the shoes that I like to wear. So invest in a pair of real stripper heels. Pleaser, Ellie. There's all different kinds of brands. I want to create like a PDF file for the website that I'm creating and start to add different vendors, people that, you know, sell shoes, people that sell outfits. I want to make all that information available to you. But that's pretty much easy to find if you go on Google and type in platform stiletto heel. You're going to find a lot of different types of shoes, and you can choose from there based on your comfort level. Now, as far as other things that you should bring in, I'm going to talk about different items that you would have in your stripper bag. These are things that you're going to bring to the club that are going to help you get through the night. Number one is going to be baby wipes, unscented baby wipes. They're very just plain. They don't really have much of a smell. You're going to bring these because they're going to be extremely useful for a lot of things. Number one, BO, any leakage that goes on. You know, sometimes we're on our periods when we're dancing. It's important to make sure we're clean, sanitary. Maybe we use the bathroom. That's a good way to stay clean until you can get home and take a shower. If, you know, you get anything on you, alcohol, spilled, saliva, I hate to say, sometimes that happens. Somebody tries to get away with things they're not supposed to do. Yeah, you could just wipe it off with a baby wipe, and also follow up with some hand sanitizer if you're concerned about germs. I always bring hand sanitizer with me. I don't have it with me to show you, but you know what hand sanitizer looks like, I hope. Okay, so from there, you're also going to have deodorant, preferably the kind that is not like natural. Some of us smell more intense than others when we sweat. Some of us sweat more than others. I'm going to let you decide what you feel comfortable with, but I've known girls that have tried to dance without deodorant, and it's a problem for the customers. I've heard customers complaining about other girls not wearing deodorant or smelling like BO, and we don't want to do that. We're selling a fantasy of somebody who is clean and beautiful and perfect, even if we're not. But here I'm going to show you some examples of deodorants that I wear. I do not wear stick deodorants because they tend to come off more easily on clothes. I like spray deodorants. This one is really good, and it doesn't smell like baby powder. It's like a coconut smell. Degree Motion Sense. This is a good one. A lot of girls like this one, the Dove Dry Spray. This is supposedly invisible, and it says no white marks on 100 colors. This one works really well. I don't like the smell of this as much as I like the smell of this. So, I mean, maybe layer both. I don't know. It's your world. But definitely wear deodorant. Guys don't like it when girls stink. I'm just saying. And if you sweat a lot on your feet, spray a little on the soles of your feet. Who knows? You know? But, you know, a lot of these things are very individualized. It's based on your preferences, things that, you know, go on in your life and in your body. So I'm going to hopefully see a lot of you use your discretion about what's important to you and what isn't. The other thing is you're going to be eating at the club. Probably you're going to be working long shifts. You don't want to not eat. So I want to say bring a light snack with you, maybe like a chicken salad. Sushi is one of my personal favorites. I like to, you know, have that like lean protein, that little bit of carbs, but it doesn't make you feel bloated because it's not fried and greasy. You know, anything like that. Granola bars are good snacks, pieces of fruit. And you're also going to want to have floss. Very important to get things out of your teeth so you're not talking to customers and you've got a piece of your spinach wrap stuck in your teeth. Very good to have good hygiene and look clean and presentable. As far as makeup goes, you're going to come with your makeup on, but you might want to bring some extra makeup for touch-ups. I also like to bring tweezers for putting on eyelashes. If that's not your thing, don't worry about it. Just wear some mascara at the very least. I also like to bring some setting powder just to dust my face if it gets a little oily, which tends to happen when you're dancing and sweating. Some eyeliner just to kind of touch up because that can sometimes run a little bit when you're sweating. This is one of my favorites, Pat McGrath. It's a gel Permagel Ultra Glide Eye Pencil. Good stuff. A little on the pricey end. You can get cheaper makeup. This is very cheap, the Wet n Wild. I like it because you get a huge quantity and it works just as well as anything that costs $30, $40. So yeah, as far as more makeup, I like to bring a gloss. You can choose whatever gloss works for you. I find that the Butter Gloss by NYX, it stays on quite a while. It's very sticky, so it doesn't wear off right away. When you're, drinking and whatever else, you get gloss on your straws. I like to bring eyeshadow. This is a very basic palette because, sometimes it tends to smudge or move around. Maybe your hair swipes it or you're sweating. Basic neutral colors are good. So yeah, something like this, a small, compact palette. You don't want to bring big, chunky palettes. You don't want to bring big, huge items generally. And if we're talking about hair products that we need, if you need a brush, bring that. If you don't wear, different hair pieces, wigs, whatever else, I just come in with my natural hair. So I like to bring like a hairspray in case I need to, keep a curl in. That's important for me personally. Everybody has different hair types, so I can't give advice about different hair types. But I also bring some dry shampoo just in case I didn't shower, I shower before work, but sometimes I don't always wash my hair. I try to go every other day or every 3 days if possible so that my hair doesn't get dried out. But this is a good dry shampoo. It's by OGX, Mermaid Dust, good stuff. And here's another one by OGX. This is not a dry shampoo, but this is a root boosting foam. It's like a mousse, which can kind of give you some more volume. I like to use this every now and then. If I'm feeling a little flat, my hair is not very full of life, you can add some products and make it pretty. Another thing that I think is important, I know that a lot of customers say they don't like to go home smelling like women's perfume, but, just be mindful of the amount of perfume or maybe essential oils that you put on your body. Just bring a little travel size bottle of perfume, put it in your stripper bag. Every few hours, just spray and walk through it. Don't be like this all over your body. Maybe you can get away with that with like a body spray. I'm talking about like pure perfumes, tend to be a little bit more intense, so be careful. Things not to bring, glitter. Don't wear glitter. Don't put lotion on and then go on stage. For the love of God, please stop putting lotion on and going on stage. It will make somebody fall down and hurt themselves, and it will make it very difficult for other girls to climb the pole. Conversely, I want to say I think pole grip needs to go to hell. I'm so sick of pole grip. It gets on everything. I know some girls like to use it, and I'm not a pole person. I can't really give advice about pole dancing because I don't climb the pole. But I want to say that stuff is awful. It gets everywhere. It gets on my dresses, and it messes up my knees. About a year ago or more, I had scabs on my knees because there was pole grip all over the stage. Girls get it on their hands, and then they go down and they do floor work, and then their hands are getting pole grip all over the stage. I hate it. I hate pole grip. I will never like it. Please, if you don't have to use it, please don't use it. I know I'm probably going to be fighting a losing battle with that one because it's super popular nowadays, but just be careful. Don't use too much. And if you don't use pole grip and you want to be careful of it like me, make sure you get some alcohol if the stage or the club doesn't provide alcohol, and a rag, and clean the pole. Customers also like it when you do this motion with your hand before you start dancing. Another thing not to bring, I would advise against like greasy, fatty, fried foods that will make you feel bloated. Don't eat onions before your shift or things that are heavy in garlic. I know that sometimes it's hard to avoid, and I don't want to come across as like shaming people's ethnic foods, but people smell that on you. It's just, it can be offensive. So, if that's the case, brush your teeth, bring a toothbrush, toothpaste, floss. Little floss picks are awesome. Bring some gum and some mints. Also, don't let me forget this, a bottle of water. The clubs usually have little bottles of water, but I find that's never enough for me. And I also like water that's not too cold. I like it to be room temperature, and I like to drink a lot of water to stay hydrated. I feel like you all should do the same, especially if you're drinking alcohol, which I do not, but I try to stay hydrated, and I bring water with me just in case. I get off stage and you're all hot and sweaty and you just want to chug some water and sit down for a minute. That's a good thing to have in your locker. Speaking of lockers, bring a lock, a combination lock. That's important to keep your stuff locked up because people will steal from you. Another good thing to bring is to have extra money with you. It might be at the start of your shift and you want to buy some food from the bar, or you need to, for whatever reason you need money, you forgot to pay a fine before, and now you have to pay your house fee before you get there. Some clubs require you to pay your house fee up front before you dance. A lot of places will say just pay it after at the end of the night. But personally, I just like to have some money on me just in case. You never know what could happen. Hygiene, okay? Aside from the deodorant and the teeth brushing and the baby wipes and the hand sanitizer, tampons, extremely important to make sure that you are prepared, because your period will probably show up when you least expect it. It's happened to me where I started on stage and it's like, oh my God, you have to get off the stage and take care of it. A lot of girls ask, how do you dance when you're on your period? I personally just shove the string up there. A lot of girls like to cut it so that it doesn't ever have the opportunity to come out and be outside of your thong and embarrass you. I like to just have the string and I would just tuck it up inside because, it's easier to have something to grab onto and not be having to fish around in there forever to look for it. Some girls like to use cups. I do not personally, for many reasons. There's also been some studies that show that menstrual cups can cause a slight uterine prolapse. So do your research, find out what works best for you. If you are younger, never had kids, probably it's a little bit easier for you to use one. I don't know. Everybody's body is different, but personally, I think tampons are the way to go. Make sure you get the correct absorbency for the time of the month for your specific flow that day. Don't wear an ultra super mega absorbent one when it's a very light flow, because that can lead to toxic shock syndrome, which is a horrible thing, and you don't want that. Okay, so now you have everything you need and you're going to the club, you're all done up, your makeup's done, your nails look good, not like these. My nails look like crap today. Make sure your nails are done. If you don't get acrylics, make sure you get a manicure, or if you do your nails really well by yourself, go ahead and do that. Make sure your toenails are painted as well. Hair removal, that's a whole other topic, but some people prefer waxing, some people prefer sugaring, some people prefer shaving. I am someone who likes to shave. It's up to you, and you can kind of decide, if you even want to shave. I feel like customers prefer us clean shaven. That's just my opinion and perception after doing this for so long. There's very few guys who actually like a full bush. They're out there, but they're rare, so it may not be, what's going to make you a lot of money. So once you get to the club, you're all showered, shaved, looking amazing. You look great. You're wearing nice clothes. I would suggest wearing something, like this, or maybe a little bit sexier. I don't know if this shirt is the move for club auditions, but I would wear something like a cute little dress. maybe a jumper, something that kind of shows my body, is not like sweatpants. You don't want to come in there looking frumpy in sneakers and sweats and just, hair all a mess and no makeup. You want to come in there looking nice, looking professional, almost like you would go on a job interview, but you don't necessarily need like a blazer or like a three-piece suit or anything. Just look cute, you know? And then you go in and you ask for the person who's hiring, the hiring manager. When you finally get in contact with them, you can go up to the bar and ask, is the manager here? I came to apply for a job. What I like to do is I like to look them in the eye. I like to be, to come across as confident in my ability to sell dances. I shake their hand. I introduce myself. I say, I'm here to make you a lot of money. I'm here to make a lot of money for the club. I'm really good at selling dances and I want to work for you. I've heard good things about your club. I want to work here. Or any variation of that ramble that you can put together in your own words. But make sure you are coming across as confident. You are shaking hands. Maybe that's a thing of the past because of COVID, but whatever. Use some hand sanitizer if it makes you feel weird. You're applying for a job. This is a job that's potentially going to put you in a much better position financially than you were working any other job. So you want to be on game. You want to be on point. You want to be on your A game. More than likely, he's going to say, well, fill out an application or, go do a stage set and then fill out an application or fill out this paperwork when you get hired. So what you're going to do is, get dressed, get changed, make sure you look nice, and talk to the DJ probably. They're going to, you're going to give them some music that you want to dance to. They're probably going to ask you to pick 1 to 3 different songs that you'd like to dance to. Then you go on stage, you dance, you flirt with customers from the stage, you do all the things that you practiced at home, all your floor work, twirling around the pole, climbing the pole, whatever it is that you feel is your strong suit. Please make sure that you move slow and sexy and you don't get up there and do all this hyperactive gymnastics type of stuff. I mean, if that's your thing, with your pole work and that hyper energy, that high energy stage show is comes naturally to you and that's how you feel comfortable, by all means, make your paper, do what you got to do. For me, I feel like when I see new girls, baby strippers on stage, they're not confident moving quickly. So I feel like slowing things down, just feeling the music, getting a feel for, the atmosphere in a sense, just you don't have to dance like you would in a club, but you're going to be like, it's almost like a sensual, preview for what a customer would get in a lap dance. That's the way I like to put it. And that's kind of the way I operate. I move very slowly. I move like I'm underwater. I make eye contact with the customers. I flirt with them when they come up to tip me. And that's usually what works for me. So once you've done your stage set part of your audition, there really isn't much else you have to do besides work out your potential schedule or fill out any paperwork. And then, most likely you'll be hired as a stripper and you will have a job. So I hope this was helpful. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, let me know. I put all my social media links and my book link down below. Feel free to reach out anytime. All right, everyone, stay well, stay safe, stay healthy, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.